Hello, 21st century teachers and fellow PLC members. For my final tool showcase, I am sharing a tool I use throughout the year to deliver a series of digital citizenship lessons to all of our first through fifth grade teachers, but I'm sharing it because it can be used across grade levels and across subject areas. The tool is Nearpod, and it's a web-based interactive presentation and assessment tool. What I think makes Nearpod really great is it takes that traditional student passive slide presentation and turns it into an interactive, engaging lesson, while at the same time gives you real-time formative assessment data. You can create an original Nearpod presentation within the platform itself, or you can import any existing slideshows you may already have stored on your computer. But even more convenient, there are more than 2,000 lessons already made available in the Nearpod library. Now, teachers can add interactive features to any presentation, including polls, open-ended, multiple choice, or extended response questions. Each lesson can end with a quiz of just one question or up to 25 questions. Videos and websites can be embedded within the presentation without worry of students accessing inappropriate websites or videos. Finally, the lessons can be delivered one-to-one, small group, whole group, or even assigned as homework or independent classroom activities. Let's take a look from the teacher and student perspective on how you can use Nearpod in your classroom. For this demonstration, I have just one student that I've named Joey, but you can add up to 100 students at a time. As the teacher controls the Nearpod set for live presentation, I can move within the presentation freely. I can go backwards, forwards. But in the student view, which I've switched to now, you see there's no ability to move backward or forward. It's synchronized with what the teacher is presenting. So this is an example of an open-ended question. Students answer and their responses are populated on the teacher screen and then can be shared individually and anonymously within the class. So let's take a look at what Joey sees. What is your favorite place on earth and why? You can see the question. You can see I've inserted a little image of the globe. You have the ability to insert questions and images. So as Joey answers his question, my favorite place is the beach because I like ocean life. Joey answers, then he hits send. Joey gets a thank you, and on my teacher screen I get to see his answer, which I can share out to the class anonymously. So this is what students would see on their screen at that time. This is the slideshow feature. You can add multiple slides. The great thing about this is students control the pace. Even though they can't go back and forth within the presentation, they can go back and forth within the slideshow. So you can see how this could be assigned as a jigsaw activity if you wanted, and with small groups being responsible for sharing out what they learned about each of these New World 7 Wonders. This is the polling activity. It can be used to activate prior knowledge, check for understanding, or to gather class opinions. Again, as the students answer, the results appear on the teacher screen and can be shared out. So Joey's going to answer this poll. He's going to send his answer, get his thank you. And then that answer will be populated here and again can be shared out. You can also share and embed and share websites. So on Joey's view, this is what he sees. He clicks here to open the web page, and the great thing about this is the students can only interact within this website. It creates a closed environment so they cannot access other websites, but they can free to completely explore and navigate within that website. So again, you could jigsaw this activity if you wanted and make small groups responsible for each of the new 7 wonders. Videos can also be embedded within the presentation. You can do these from videos you may already have on your computer or import from YouTube or Vimeo. So again, you can see it's a closed environment. So again, it's a closed environment. Students can't leave to look at other videos. This is what Nearpod calls it, the Draw It tool. And from here, you can embed PDFs or other documents that you want students to interact with. So this is what it looks like from the student view. You can see on this activity, the teacher's embedded a map of the 7 continents and is looking for students to fill in the name of the missing continent. And that can be done a number of ways. There's a drawing tool, a highlighting tool, a text tool. They can insert an image. They can import photos they already have. So let's try with a text tool here. And we're going to choose our font color. Resize our image a bit. And then move it right into the part of the PDF that will allow the teacher to see our answer. Okay, and then we'll hit send. And we're awaiting Joey's drawing, and here it comes. Okay, and again, I can make that larger and I can share it out. Another great feature of the Draw It tools is you can completely turn the student slide into an interactive whiteboard and have an open-ended question where they have to create or insert an image. So in this case, let's look at the inserting the image tool. They can browse on Google and type in whatever it is they're searching for. So we'll look for that Christ the Redeemer. And there's a great image we can insert. And again, we can send that. And the teacher sees the response and once again still can share that out. And so the students have the ability to look at all different images or content created by their classmates. The final thing is to add a quiz. You can create up to 25 questions. You can get immediate formative data as students submit their answers. And this will automatically be scored and saved and available as a report after your lesson. So ask Joe if he's ready to take the quiz. And then he starts answering the questions. Hey, he can go back and review his answers if he wants. And once the student's ready to submit, they get the thank you. And the teacher can see that Joey got 100% correct on this. Okay, and then this will generate a series of reports where you can look at every quiz answer, every poll answer, every image created by each student. You can get a whole class result and individual results. So that's the nuts and bolts of my favorite tool, Nearpod. You can explore and learn more about it at nearpod.com, and I look forward to answering any questions you might want to submit in reply to this presentation.